putting nitro tubing on 3S shocks. Obviously, because the way they're constructed is a little bit more difficult than just taking a shock apart normally. So I've cut my nitro tube, done one, cut my nitro tube to the size I require. There's a shock, good to go. So, easiest way to get these off, like so. If you've got one of these cool little things, 3D printers do them, but they're just super easy to get that top bit off. Even without used pliers, you end up ruining the top there. That's it, red bit off. All the springs off and everything. And then the way these are constructed, there's like a screw mechanism on there that ties into there. So then you can undo that bit. So my wrist is still a bit weak, so we're gonna have to use this to do it. Come on, son. There you go. So that's how it undoes. So obviously with the nitro tube in there, once I put it in, you're not going to be able to use that mechanism because you're going to have the tube in the way, but I'll show you how that works. Oh, farty noise. So that's out. I'll just put that to one side. So that's quite pretty low in there. So I'll just top that up a wee bit. To be fair, with the nitro tubes on the back, oil, you don't really need to worry about weight of oil or anything like that. And then you just need to take this wee bit off here. I just thought this would be useful. I don't know, you know, there's guys out there trying to speedrun 3S cars. I'm just literally bringing my old 3S car back to the track to see if I can get some speeds out of it. The old record I had for that was 106 when it was the king. That was quite a while ago, so just make sure everything goes back to where it should be, so you can sort it out later. And then obviously this bit slides right off. So then now you've got the shaft there. Let's get some tissue. You've got the shaft there. You can slide the nitro tube on. Mine's quite a tight fit, my nitro tube, which is probably a good idea. Takes a little bit of hassle to get it on. Obviously slippery hands isn't fun. The last one went on lovely, this one. Not so easy, but if you just force it, you'll get there in the end. And there we go, that's the nitro tube in place. And we can start putting these bits back together. So now, you see that's on there. Get the top plate back on. Like so. Screw back on. Oh, come on, slippery fingers now with all the oil. We will get there. See, now that's tightened on. There's literally hardly any play at all. So the last bit is to get the shock back on. So obviously this is where it screws on. This is the bit where you've got extremely oily hands. So you kind of get it as far as you can like that. Obviously you're going to get oil coming out as well, which obviously helps. Now the best way I found to do this, you're going to do that screw mechanism without that pushing down onto it to help screw. Just get some long nose pliers. You can put them down there and just catch the tabs. There's children in the background playing. And that's that. Hang on. shut the door so you don't hear the kiddies. Easter break here. So yeah, and that does, you can, it's a bit of a fiddle, but you can get them in there. And obviously, all the oil coming out isn't helping, but you will get there in the end, trust me. Trust in the process. A few more turns. Loads more oil. Don't worry about that oil coming out, that just means that you've got a full shock. That should be another turn. So there we done. There you go. We've got a little bit of give in that. So the next thing to do is to put your spring, obviously, pop your top, put your red cap, and that's it. Job done. So now there's very little compression on there, just like the other one. Very little compression. So that means for speed running, that should stiffen that back right up without having to use hundreds of these, which even when you've put the full amount on and the spring's fully loaded, it just doesn't stop it from sort of sinking on the bottom, enabling you to do a massive flip. Anyway, hope you like that, guys. Hope it helps. Take care.